Okay, Blanca, today we're going to talk about causative verbs. Do you know what is a causative verb?
I know what those verbs are, but I didn't know the name.
Okay, good. So you know the meaning of these verbs, right?
Hmm.
Good. Okay. Causative verbs are verbs that follow a specific structure because we use them to express that we obligate or we force or maybe we paid or convinced someone to do something. Okay. And with these verbs, we express actually that. Okay. Let me show you an example. Let's say if I say, I cut my hair yesterday. Can you tell me what does this sentence says?
I got my hair yesterday, or
Yeah, and
in
yeah.
in in Spanish.
Well, not necessarily. If you have to, it's okay. But I think that can you tell me what does this sentence expresses?
I
Tell me with other words the same sentence. What does the sentence says?
I made my hair.
You made your hair.
Hmm.
Okay. Let me see if I find a picture. Make it more clear. Okay. I think this one's good. This is I cut my hair.
Yes.
Yes. You know the meaning, but what I want to express with this picture is that I was the person who did the action. I cut my hair. It means I took the scissors, took my hair, and cut it. But it's different if I said I got my hair cut yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
So these are two different sentences. Okay, in number one, we are expressing that we are the person who did the action. Okay,
Hmm.
picture. And on the second example, it says that someone cut my hair. Okay, so here there is another person involved who is doing the action. So as you can see, we're using, in this case, the verb get, which is a causative verb.
Okay.
Okay, so we have two different sentences, and if you see, we have also different structure. For example, here we start with the subject I, it's in here. Then we have the verb. In this case, we have the verb cut, and here we have the verb got.
Hmm.
But then we have the object. Okay, my hair and my hair. But the difference here is actually that on the verb get, we use the verb in past. This verb is actually in past participle. Okay,
Hmm.
so we have a different structure to express that someone did the action for me. Maybe I paid that person. Maybe I obligate or force the person to do the action instead of me. Okay. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
can you
Like
see? Can you? Huh? Yes.
I got my hair cut the last uh Thursday.
I cut my hair. That means that you did it.
No, no. I got my hair cut the
I got my
last
hair cut. Huh?
uh the last Thursday.
Yes. In that case, you are explaining, even without mentioning who did the action, you are not saying that the stylish cut your hair. Okay. You're saying, I got my hair cut. In this case, it's because it is not important the person who did the action. Okay, it's not important which stylish did it. Okay, the important thing is that you did it. Am I clear here?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is what we express with causative verbs. And as you can see, we have a different structure. Today, we're going to check these different structures because every verb, let, make, have, get, help, and allow and permit, they have different rules. Depending on the verb that we're using, we need to follow a rule, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So no questions here, right?
No, no.
Very good. So let's start with the first verb. Let's go with let. Okay, here I have let someone or something. This is SO or ST means someone, something.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a structure that we're going to follow. Let plus someone or something do. Okay? Here I have the verb do to express that the verb goes on its base form. Okay.
Okay.
For example, I say, let me get here. My mother let, and I'm going to use someone. My brother go to the party. Okay, so I have let here.
Uh-huh.
Then I have a person. Okay,
With
who is the
someone.
person who I am giving the permission? Okay, in this case, it's someone, it's my brother. It's the person who I gave my permission. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
finally, we use the verb on its base form. In this case, go. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we say, I let my mother let my brother go. Okay, normally let me too in Spanish, and that's the problem actually, that because in Spanish we don't follow this structure. We say it in a different order. So I said, for example, in Spanish I say something like, my mother let go my brother to the party. This is what we say in Spanish, and this is not possible to translate it literally to English. Okay, in this case we said something like, mi mamá dejó ir a mi hermano a la fiesta. That's how we say it in Spanish. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not correct in English. We cannot
Uh,
use it this
let
form.
go.
We cannot. Okay.
Let go is has another meaning.
Yes, that's right. So we cannot use it this way. Okay. Use color. Okay, Blanca, do you have any questions here?
No.
Perfect. Now, we also have other two verbs which actually means exactly the same as let, which are allow and permit. Actually, the only difference between allow and permit with let is that these two, allow and permit, are just more formal. And when we use let is not that formal. You know, we always use let for everything. Let's go, I don't know, let me go, etc. So we use let in an informal way. And when we use allow or permit, it's because we are being more formal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we use allow or permit, what we have to do is this. Number one, we cannot use, I'm sorry, I didn't give you an example with something. I'm going to go back here with let. For example, my mother let the freezer
Open.
what?
Oh, let the freezer without food.
Well, that's correct, but it's not in this case.
Okay,
Without
no, no,
food.
it's something to do.
Yeah, I get it. But in this case, this is not the example that I'm looking for because as you can see, after the something, we need a verb. And here, after the something, which is a freezer, we don't have a verb. We have
Yeah.
without. So she's not giving permission to the freezer to do something. Okay. Let me say, oh, okay. My mother let the house burn.
Oh my
Let's say
God.
that there was a fire, okay, and my mother was just like in shock and she didn't move. She didn't do anything to put out the fire, okay? She just stayed there looking to the house, watching the house burn. So my mother let the house burn.
Okay.
Yeah. So number one more time, we have the verb born, we have the, well, in this case, the something, not the someone,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the verb let. Okay, so we follow the same structure. And one more time, in this case, we're expressing that my mother permit, okay, or give permission, or didn't do something against this in the situation. No? So in this case, obviously, I am not giving permission to the house to burn.
No, no, you're allowed.
Yes, but I'm allowing it. Yeah, I'm not doing something against it. Okay. So now, when we use allow or permit, the first thing that we need to know is that we cannot use allow or permit with something. We can only use it with someone. Okay? So we say allow or permit to
Mm-hmm.
someone plus to do. Okay, so what do we have here? Now, in this case, one more time, we have the verb, which is allow or permit, but then we can only use the person. Okay? We cannot use a lower permit with the object.
Okay.
And as you can see, in this case, the other difference that we have is we don't say the verb on its base form. We don't say do. We say to do. Okay. So let's use the same examples. I said, for example, my mother allowed my brother to
To go.
go to the party. Okay, so in this case, we use to go, not go, as in the previous example. We also use my brother, which is the person, after the verb allow in this case. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it would be the same with the verb permit. So, like my mother permitted my sister to watch the movie. That's it. Okay. Blanca, do you have any questions here?
No yet.
You're going very good. Well done. Okay, so let's continue with the next verbs, the following verbs. Okay, I'm going to, well, here you have the list. Let, make, have, get, and help, but I'm going to leave these two, have and get, to the end, okay? Because they are a little bit more similar and it's most common to use these two verbs, have or get, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to continue with the verb make. One more time, as the verb allow or permit, when we use the verb make, we can only use it with the person, okay? So we're going to use make someone do. Okay,
Okay.
make someone do. That's how we use it. Normally, when we use the verb make, it's because we forced someone to do something. Okay. With the previous one, let, allow, or permit, we said that we give permission to another person. But when we use make, it means that we obligate another person to do something. Okay. For example, the robbers made the people deliver their money
We'll give the money.
or give the money. Yeah. So one more time, here we have in a different color. Good. Okay, so one more time, here we use the verb on its base form. Okay, number two, we use make only with people, okay, just with someone. And finally, well, we have the verb make. Okay, no questions here?
No.
Very good. Now we have the verb help. Okay, now with the verb help, there are two different forms to do it. Okay, the two options are correct. Number one, we can say the verb help and we can use it with someone or something. And the verb on its base form. But actually, we can also use it only with people. But if we use it with only with people, we can also use it with the base with the verb on infinitive form. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna just add this. As you can see, we can use help with the two different options: help someone do or help someone to do. Okay, the two options are correct. Okay.
Okay.
But if you're talking about an object, a thing, so we can only use the verb on its base form. We cannot not use it with someone. I'm sorry, with the verb on infinitive form. Okay.
Well, you have to erase the first.
Which
Someone.
one?
Help something do
Yes.
and help plus someone to do.
Yes. The two options are correct. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it in a different way. Okay, someone do or to do. There you go. So if we use help, we can use it with a person and we can use the two options. Number one, the verb on its base form, just do, or the verb on infinitive form, to do. But if we're talking about a thing, we said help something do.
Okay.
Okay. For example, she helped me. Okay, that's the person. She helped me do the homework. Or she helped me to do the homework. And the two options are correct. Okay.
Okay.
Or we can also say, I helped the fire start. We were talking about a house that got burned. Okay.
Mhm.
So in this case, I helped the fire start.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
I was using candles, or I don't know, was playing with fireworks inside the house. So I helped the fire start.
Oh, it's loco.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have helped on three examples. But then we have the person, someone, which is in this case me. But we have something. In this case is the fire. That's why we have the verb do or to do or to do,
Mm-hmm.
or we have the verb, let's do it, I think, start. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Blanca, do you have any questions here?
No yet.
No,
It's okay.
yet. That's good. That's good because this is the easy part. Okay?
Ay, chavela.
That's good. Okay, now let's go with let and get and have. First of all, basically, the differences between get and have is just only one. Okay, get and have actually are the same. We do not translate the verbs get and have when we are using them as causative verbs. Okay, you know that get has a lot of different meanings. You know,
Yeah.
obtener, llegar, recibir. That get has a lot of different meanings, and you know that have means haber o tener. Okay,
Yes.
but in this case, when we are using get and have as a causative verb, we do not translate these verbs. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So if we do not translate it, what's the difference between these two verbs? Well, basically the difference is just that get is less formal than have. That's it. We can use both in the same scenario, in the same way, but get is less formal. Okay, and obviously have is more formal. That's the only difference between these two. So you can use them as you wish. You can use get or you can use have. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is another thing. As we have been checking, we can use it. We can use the verbs with the person or with the object. Well, in this case, it's exactly the same. We can use get with the person or the object, and we can use have with the person or the object. But it actually depends on you. Okay. For example, the first example that we check at the beginning, stylish cut my hair. Okay. In this case, we know the person who did the action, stylish. Okay, but
Uh-huh.
actually, it's not important who did the action. The only important thing is that I got my hair cut. So in this case, the person who did the action, in this case, the subject, stylish, it's not important. So I should say, I got my hair cut. Okay, got, sorry.
It's got.
Yeah, sorry. Now, if I'm talking about someone who is really, really important, let's say AMLO, you know who is AMLO, right?
Yeah. The peje.
That's right. AMLO cut my hair yesterday. So in this case, actually, because of the person, AMLO is actually really important. Okay, so it's
Well,
not just he's a president. That's why he's important. So it's not
it's not
any other
to me.
stylish in the world. I'm sorry.
I didn't vote for him.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it's
it's
okay.
not.
It's okay. That's not a point. But the point here is that actually he's a very important person. Or let's say, for example, Britney Spears.
You.
You don't like Britney Spears.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, my point here is that we're talking about a very famous person. Everybody
Okay.
knows who is Britney Spears. Everybody knows who is AMLO.
Yeah.
Okay. So the person who did the action is very important. Can you imagine why? Why in the world Britney Spears cut my hair? Or why AMLO did it? Did I obligate them? Did I force them? Did I don't know, blackmail them? I don't know. Maybe I have some porn photos of them doing something, and now they are my slaves and they are doing everything I want. Okay. So
Okay.
in this case, the person is important. When the
All
person
right.
is important, we don't use this structure. We don't say, I got my hair cut. We use the following structure: I got
Britney
Britney
Spears.
Spears to cut my hair. Okay, so I am saying exactly the same, but I am using one or the other to focus on what is important for me. Okay, on the
Okay.
person or the object. Do you have any questions here?
Not yet.
Very good. Okay, so now let's do it with have, which is basically the same. Okay,
I know. I had Britney Spears to cook my dinner. Huh.
let's see.
Yes, it is. It is
Can
an
you please repeat it? I have Britney Spears. What?
I had Britney Spears to cook my dinner.
Okay, it could be, but it's actually not. Let's say Britney Spears cooked my dinner.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I said, I got, I'm sorry, you said have, right? Well, we're using have
Had.
now.
Uh-huh. I had.
I had Britney Spears, and here is the difference. We say cook my dinner.
Why?
Yeah, that's the difference. When we're talking about get, okay, we use to cut. But when we're talking or when we're using the verb have, we use cook. Okay?
Okay. The base form.
Yes, that's right. Let's use the same example. The chef cooked my dinner. So I said here, I have my dinner
Cooked.
cooked. That's right. Okay. So what are we going to do? When we're going to use get, we use get plus someone to do, or we use get plus something done. Okay, and this is different from the previous example. As you can see, we didn't use the verb do, we use done. It means this verb cut is in past participle.
Mhm.
Okay, and it's the same here with have. We use have someone do. So let me ever have something
No.
fun? Okay,
Mhm.
Blanca, tell me, do you have any questions here?
Not yet.
No,
Everything
yet.
is okay.
That's perfect. So let's make some exercises to check if for real there are no questions. Okay, only six
Mhm.
sentences. That's it. Just six sentences to start.
6 sentences?
Yes, just six.
Okay. The mechanic changed the oil in my car.
I want you to rewrite the sentences using the causative form. Okay, and for me, there is no problem. Now, with these examples, with these six sentences, let's just focus with have or get. Only have or get, okay?
Okay.
Do not use the other verbs. I'm gonna leave it this way so you can see it all. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So rewrite these sentences.
So the mechanic I got the mechanic
Okay,
to change the oil my car.
very good. Yes, that's correct. I got the mechanic to
And
change the oil in my car.
and I had the mechanic change the oil my car, or
Very good.
I had the oil my car
Ah,
changed.
very good. Had the oil in my car changed. Good. That's the idea. Okay. You can only write one sentence. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do the four sentences. Okay. Can you do it and send it to WhatsApp, please? Or as you wish?
Okay. Let me
Yep.
do
Go ahead.
that. Hold on a second. The hairdresser cut my hair in a completely different style. Mhm. Okay, I think I did it. The last one is because I'm so rich.
You're what?
The last one,
Yeah.
the town hall
Huh?
is because I'm so rich, so I did it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's check it out. There is okay. Okay. The sentences are not totally correct.
Oh
There
my
is
god.
one thing that you didn't mm, follow. Okay, and it is the tense. Most of the examples, or I guess that all of the examples that I gave you right now with the explanation were in past. Okay, but if you pay attention, yes, exercise number one is in past. But if we check, for example, this one, what tense is sentence number three?
It's in past.
No, it's not past.
It has repainted. Is past participle? No, no.
Repainted is past participle, but the tense here is present. You can see it's has, it's in present, it's present perfect.
That is the problem that I don't know the tenses of the
The
verbs.
tenses, okay. Okay, let's do a very quick review. Okay, basically, do you know how many auxiliaries do we have in English? How many auxiliaries?
How many what?
Auxiliaries, auxiliary
Auxiliaries.
verbs. Yes. How many?
Well, we have a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we only have three. There are not a lot. We have the verb be, we have the verb do, and we have the verb have. Okay, and if you want, we can say that we have 13, but the last 10 are modal verbs.
Okay.
So what are these auxiliaries? As I said, we can have all these modal verbs, all these auxiliaries in present and in past. That's it. We can find all these auxiliaries in two different tenses, in present or past. That's it. When we're talking about the verb to be, the conjugation of the verb to be in present is am, is, or are. Okay, this
Uh-huh.
could be the three different options for the auxiliary to be. Number two, when we're talking about the verb do, we have the auxiliary do or
Yeah.
does. When we have the verb have, the auxiliary could be have or
Or has.
has. Okay? In past, the verb to be
Yeah.
is was or were.
Uh-huh.
The verb
Did.
do is did. And the verb have is
Had.
what are the 10 modal verbs? We have 10 modal verbs, which are always the auxiliary of the sentences. So we have can, could, should, would, must, will, shall, ought to, and might. Okay. So these are always the modal verbs in the sentences. Okay. The auxiliary verbs on the sentences. So yeah, you told me there are a lot. Yes, there are a lot. Because if we consider every one of them, am, is, are, we have three. Do and does, we have five. Have or has, seven. Was, were, nine, and so on. But actually, all these five, for example, was, were, am, is, are, all of them are the verb to be. Do, does, or
Mhm.
did are the verb do. And have, has, or had are the verb have. All the modal verbs are always auxiliary verbs. So every time you see any of those 10, they are the auxiliary verbs. Okay, so we're talking in present continuous. The auxiliary verb is verb to be. We're talking about going to, future we're going to, we use the verb to be, and so on. Okay, so now, how do we know if one of these verbs, it's a verb or it's an auxiliary verb? Number one, the verb have has different meanings. You know that have means tener. But I cannot say, for example, I have a dog and I haven't a dog. I haven't a dog. It's not correct. Okay, we cannot use the auxiliary verb have for a present simple sentence. Okay, but we can, well, in this case, it's affirmative. Because when we use have as an auxiliary verb, the verb have is always preceded by a past participle verb. Okay, so every time in English, every time you have or you find the verb have before a past participle verb, you're talking about a perfect tense. It could be present perfect, however, has done, or past perfect with had, and then a verb in past participle. Am I clear? Ok. Basically, me decías ahorita, todavía tienes dudas a lo mejor con los tiempos. De esta manera puedes identificar fácilmente cuál es un tiempo perfecto. Si tiene have, probablemente es perfecto, pero deben de tener un verbo en pasado participio. En este caso, I have a dog no es presente perfecto, pasado perfecto, porque después de have no hay un verbo en pasado participio. If I said something like, I have eaten, or I haven't eaten, in this case, the two sentences are correct. Because we have a verb in past participle after the verb have. So we can use have as the auxiliary verb. Okay?
Yo he comido, no he comido.
That's right. Y aquí traducimos have como el verbo haber. Cuando have es un auxiliar, se traduce como haber. Recordemos que en español, haber no se dice yo habo, tú habes, decimos yo he, tú has, el ha. Nosotros hemos. La conjugación del verbo haber en español para presente. Y en pasado es había. Por lo tanto, have para el pasado perfecto sería había. Yo había dormido 3 horas cuando sonó la alarma. ¿Okay? Okay. Blanca, questions here?
A lot. It's okay.
A lot of questions.
Yeah. What's the mistake?
Okay, the tense. Okay, we said that in this case, sentence number 3, for example, it's in present perfect. And in your answer, you answer it not in present perfect. You answer it in past. You said, I have my house repainted. Am I clear?
And how do I supposed to do it?
You have to conjugate the verb has, okay, in present perfect, or the verb get in present perfect. Let me tell you this way. Let me give you an example in a different tense, okay? For example, let's use the same sentence. Well, Susan. Susan cuts the hair.
Can we use the same one?
I'm going to do it, but I'm going to show you first different tenses, okay? And then we go to that one. For example, in this case, I have Susan cuts the hair of Tom. Okay, I'm going to write the same sentence, but now in past. Susan cut the hair of Tom. Susan will cut the hair of Tom. Or Susan is cutting the hair of Tom. And finally, Susan has cut the hair of Tom. Okay, so here we have the same sentence, but we have it in 5 different tenses, okay? Let's turn these sentences using a causative verb, have or get. Now, number 1, let's use it with get, okay? Let's use get in all of these sentences.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, I will say, Tom This is in present, okay? So I'm going to conjugate the verb get in present. As I am talking about Tom, I said Tom gets his hair
Hair cut.
cut, okay? Number two, it's in past. So I said Tom got his hair cut. In future, Tom will get his hair cut. In present continuous, Tom is getting
His hair
his
cut.
hair cut. And finally, in present perfect,
Has gotten.
Tom has gotten. Very good. There you go. So as you can see, everything is the same. The only thing that changes is the tense. And what we're going to conjugate is the verb get or the verb have, okay, according to the tense that we're using. So as you can see, everything that is not highlighted in yellow, it's exactly the same. Tom and his haircut, his haircut, his haircut. We are only conjugating the verb get, okay? So on the third example, let's go to number two. Well, number two is in past. The hairdresser cut my hair in a completely different style. And your answer was, I got the hair. Okay, you're using the hair, but it's not the hair. It's my hair. Okay, I got my hairdresser to cut. I'm sorry, that's okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not saying the hair. You're saying the hairdresser. The hairdresser. Okay. Just remember that it's only one word. Okay, it's not two words. Let me copy your sentence here. Okay, these are your sentences, and you have a here. The hairdresser cut my hairdresser. Okay, this is the sentence, the example, the exercise. But in this one, it says the hairdresser. I'm sorry, this is not two words. It's only one hairdresser. Okay, I got the hairdresser to cut. Okay, it's correct. Get someone to do. Get got the hairdresser to cut my hair in a completely different style. And it's correct. The sentence here was in past, and you keep the sentence in past, which is good. So let's say this is number two. Okay, now number three. In this case, you have, I had my house repainted. What do you think that we have to change? Because the sentence was in present perfect. How do you conjugate the verb here?
Is is incorrect. Why?
I'm sorry?
Why is incorrect?
Because number three in your answer is in past, but the sentence here is in present perfect.
Okay, so it's supposed
That's
to
the reason.
be. Okay, this is I has.
I
Mm,
have
I have my house repainted.
my house repainted.
Yes.
That is not present perfect. That is
Oh my god.
present. Remember this? To be present perfect, you need have and you need a verb in past participle.
Is I
I
have
have a dog, it's
painted.
present. I have
So
eaten is present perfect. So what else?
I have repainted my house.
No, because you need to follow the structure for causative verbs. Have, object, and then verb in past participle.
I got my house. I got my house.
Got is past.
Oh my gosh. So what is the correct answer?
Have, had.
I have had. Oh my God, it's easy. Now I get it.
This is, okay, the verb that we're using is have. Okay, so we have to conjugate have in present perfect. So that means that we're going to use have, and then the verb that we're conjugating, have, in past participle. I have had my has repainted. In this case, it's a little confusing because we're using the same verb. But if you say it this way, like got, gotten, I have gotten my house repainted. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit more clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, both can be correct. I have had my house repainted. Now, number four. Number four is also incorrect because in this case, number four is in
It's in future.
future with going to. That's right. So this sentence is in past. How do we make it in future?
I will get.
Okay. I will get my DVD player repaired
But
the next week.
the next week.
Okay. Good. Number five. In this case, sentence number five was in which tense?
Is being clean is that's the thing that I don't know the name of the tenses.
Don't worry. Here we go. Let's go back. Um, let's do this. Look, be and do are always simple. And as we said, have plus past participle verb, it's always a perfect tense.
Mm-hmm.
But if we add ing, this is a continuous tense.
Continuous. Simple continuous.
You know what? Let me just, I'm going to erase this one. It's not necessary. Okay, here we go. One more time. Let me change just a little bit the color so it's like clearer. To do this.
Now I'm more confused.
Really? I'm sorry. That was not my intention. Okay, here we go. Look. We have simple, continuous, and perfect tenses. Erase this part. There are simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Ok. En todos los tiempos los podemos encontrar en simple, continuo, perfecto y perfecto continuo. ¿Ok? Es decir, tenemos presente simple, presente continuo, presente perfecto, presente perfecto continuo. Tenemos pasado simple, pasado continuo, pasado perfecto y pasado perfecto continuo. También tenemos futuro simple, futuro continuo, futuro perfecto y futuro perfecto continuo. ¿Okay? Los modal verbs también se pueden expresar en simple, continuo, perfecto y perfecto continuo. ¿Ok? ¿Cómo los podemos identificar? Primero, los tiempos simples solamente van a seguir la siguiente estructura. cualquier tiempo simple lleva sujeto, verbo y predicado. ¿Sí? Esa es la diferencia, o por eso se llaman simples, porque solo llevan tres partes, sujeto, verbo y predicado. ¿Sale? Los tiempos perfectos siempre llevan have y un verbo en pasado participio. Esto es de ley. Cualquier oración que se considere un tiempo perfecto debe de llevar el have y debe de llevar el verbo en pasado participio. Si no tiene uno de los dos, no es un tiempo perfecto. ¿De acuerdo? Los tiempos continuos, ¿ok? Los tiempos continuos siempre deben de llevar dos cosas. Deben de llevar el verbo to be y aparte deben de llevar otro verbo con terminación ing. ¿Ok? Los continuos siempre llevan dos cosas. Verbo to be y verbo con terminación ing. Vamos a poner aquí. Simple. Más to be más ing. Complemento. Aquí te dejo esta tablita, ¿no? Con esta tablita creo que puedes tenerlo todo. Ok. Con esta tablita deberías de ser capaz de identificar cualquier tiempo, ¿de acuerdo? Cualquier tiempo. Si solamente tienen un verbo, es un tiempo simple. ¿Bien? Es decir, voy a quitar esto de aquí, que sí está medio revoltoso. Mejor lo dejamos así. Ok. Dijimos, cualquier tiempo simple solamente lleva un verbo. Y si es un tiempo simple, entonces puede ser el verbo to be, donde el verbo to be va a ser mi auxiliar, o puede ser cualquier otro verbo, donde si es otro verbo, entonces utilizamos los auxiliares do, does or did. ¿Bien? Si es un tiempo continuo, debe de llevar el verbo to be y debe de llevar otro verbo con terminación ing. Cualquier tiempo continuo debe de llevar el verbo to be y debe de llevar otro verbo con terminación ing. Y ya que tenemos el verbo to be, nuestro auxiliar va a ser to be. Cualquier tiempo perfecto, cualquiera, debe de llevar el verbo have en cualquiera de sus conjugaciones, have, has or had, pero el verbo have. Y debe de llevar siempre un verbo en pasado participio. Si no tiene el verbo en pasado participio, no es presente perfecto. Si no tiene el verbo have, no es un tiempo perfecto. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Por último, todos los tiempos perfectos continuos, pues son una combinación de estos dos. ¿Ok? Como puedes ver, dijimos, es un tiempo continuo, debe de llevar el verbo to be y debe de llevar ing. Y aquí tenemos el verbo to be, been, pero en pasado participio. ¿Ok? Ay, perdón, aquí yo me equivoqué. Este es ing, una disculpa. ¿Ok? Tenemos el verbo to be, aquí lo tenemos. Tenemos un verbo con ing, aquí lo tenemos. Sin embargo, también es un tiempo perfecto. Por esa razón debe de llevar have, que aquí lo tenemos, y debe de llevar un verbo en pasado participio, que es been. Por eso no pongo be, pongo been. Por lo tanto, los tiempos perfectos continuos deben de cumplir con estas tres cosas. Siempre have, en cualquiera de sus formas, have, has or had, y siempre un verbo con terminación ing. ¿Sí? Con los modal verbs, ahorita decía, también los podemos encontrar en cualquiera de sus formas. ¿Okay? Yo podría decir, por ejemplo, I can be working every day. En este caso, esta oración es continua. ¿Por qué? Aunque tengo el can, también tengo el verbo to be y tengo un verbo con terminación ing. I could have done it. Tengo aquí el modal verb could, pero tengo have y tengo el done. Por lo tanto, esta es una oración en un tiempo perfecto. ¿Ok? Tengo el have y tengo el done. Yo pude haberlo hecho. Dijimos que have era el verbo haber, cuando era un tiempo perfecto. Yo pude haberlo hecho.
Es un presente perfecto.
Correcto. Esto es un tiempo perfecto. En realidad, por el hecho de que hay un verbo modal, no se le conoce como presente perfecto. Se le conoce como condicional perfecto.
Ok.
¿Ok? Nada más porque está un modal verb. Pero es un tiempo perfecto. ¿Ok? I might have been studying there. Yo pude haber estado estudiando ahí. Y esta está en un perfecto continuo. Tiene el have, tiene el been y tiene un verbo con terminación ing. De igual manera con cualquier otro tiempo. ¿Sí? Entonces, creo que con a ver si con esta tablita, esto de aquí, logramos identificar todos los tiempos. ¿Te quedó un poquito más claro, Blanca?
Poquito.
Poquito, va que va, mejor. Ok. Entonces, sí, con esto, todo, siempre, 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 siempre se debe de cumplir la regla, ¿sale? No hay ninguna excepción. No hay ninguna oración donde que si no aparece esto, no suceda. No. Siempre va a aparecer una de ellas. Se te fue el internet. ¿Ya estás de vuelta? Blanca, ¿me escuchas? Your microphone is in mute.
Sí, ya.
Yes, there
Sorry.
you go. Very good. Don't worry. Okay. Te decía que siempre, 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 siempre se tiene que cumplir esta regla, ¿sale? Esto que tengo aquí siempre se va a cumplir. No existe ninguna excepción a la regla. Al menos para esos tiempos no existe ninguna excepción. Siempre que querramos identificar en qué tiempo está la oración, simple, continuo, perfecto, perfecto, continuo, tiene que cumplirse esto que tenemos aquí, ¿sale? Obviamente, acabamos de decir que tenemos presente o pasado, y con eso lo vamos a identificar según la conjugación que estemos utilizando, ya sea have or has, had, am is are, was or were, etc. ¿De acuerdo?
Ujú.
So, let's go back. We were with number 5. My jacket is being cleaned at a specialist cleaner. Según esta oración, ¿qué es lo que ves de lo que acabamos de checar? ¿En qué tiempo debe de estar esta oración?
En el continuo.
¿Correcto? Está el ing, así que es continuo. ¿Qué continuo es? ¿Presente o pasado?
Presente.
Very good, porque tenemos el is. Por
Ajá.
lo tanto, ¿cómo completaríamos la misma oración, pero conjugando el verbo get or have en presente continuo?
My jacket has been.
Ok, comenzamos con my jacket.
Has been.
No, but it's not my jacket.
It's been clean. I
Very good. I
I I have been cleaned my jacket. No.
pregunté.
Sí, ¿no? Oh my gosh. Ese es ahí donde. Oh my God.
Ok,
Have been
veamos. vuelvo a preguntar. En esta oración, my jacket is being cleaned. ¿En qué tiempo me dijiste que estabas? ¿Que estaba la oración?
Presente. Presente continuo.
Correcto. Entonces se supone que la oración que tú vas a escribir la tienes que mantener también en presente continuo. ¿Tu oración
Ajá.
está en presente continuo?
Es. Sí, ¿no?
Que deben tener todas las oraciones en un tiempo continuo.
El verbo to be y el ing.
Correcto. La oración que tú me acabas de dictar, ¿tiene el verbo to be y el ing?
No.
Entonces no es presente continuo, ¿cierto?
No, es un perfecto. Porque le puse el have.
Correcto.
So I get. Es I get. Oh, come on, tell me. I get
Poco.
clean.
Hagamos lo siguiente. Veámoslo así. Ok, primero.
I get it.
Mejor, pero nos falta algo todavía. ¿Qué deben de tener las oraciones en un tiempo continuo?
El verbo to be y el ing.
Ok. Entonces primero hay que agregar el verbo to be, que sería.
I am getting.
Ahora sí. Si estamos utilizando get, ¿qué
Ajá.
debería de ir después?
I am getting my jacket clean.
Very good. Okay. Add specialist cleaners, etc. Okay. Very good. Number 7. I'm sorry, ¿cómo tenemos 7? Okay. Number
Sí, por eso
6.
me quedé.
No sé qué hice. Okay.
Es que
Okay.
la
It says
uno.
the town hall. I'm sorry. It's the same one. Yes, I'm sorry. This is the one that you had. Okay. In which tense is number 6?
Has just been. Perfecto.
Yes. So which tense? Very good. So how do we complete this sentence?
I have had. No. Sí. Ah, come on.
That's correct. I had the
Uh-huh.
town revealed, the town hall. Now there is one more. Well, this is okay. Do you have any questions here?
I don't know. I'm
Okay,
trying
there
not to.
are good. There are 2 more mistakes in these sentences. Okay, and it's very easy. For example, here it says the mechanic changed the oil in my car. The car is mine. So obviously, I am the person who paid the mechanic to change the oil in my car. Okay. In this case, the hairdresser cut my hair. The hair is mine, so I paid the hairdresser. But here we say a decorator has repainted our house. So the more obvious option is that it's not me who is paying. It's that we have had our house repainted. Because I'm not talking about my house, I'm talking about our house. Okay.
Okay.
And it's the same here in number 6. It's not me who had the town hall rebuilt. It's the council.
But I'm so rich, so I did it.
Perfect. That's good. Okay. Blanca, do you have any questions here?
Okay. No. No, I have a lot of questions, but it's okay. We can continue.
Very good. We just need to practice more, right?
Yes.
But I think we're getting better. That's good. The good thing is that we don't have problems with this. We'd have someone do or get someone to do or get something done. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's work with tenses a little bit. And hammer good.
I need to
So
check this
let's
class.
do this.
I need to check this class again and again and
Okay.
again and again.
So you can learn it.
Yeah.
Very good. Let me do this.
I can myself flowers. My gosh, what is that?
Okay, first, there we have here two exercises. Okay, exercise number one, we need to relationate the two different, the two columns, one with the other. For example, hairdressers. What do you do in hairdressers?
Cut the hair.
That's right, cut the hair. What do you do with opticians?
Something with the eye and test eyes.
That's right, that's your eyes. What do you do with the dentist?
The teeth.
Good. Take out your teeth. Let's see. At the doctors, what do you do at the doctors?
Take the blood pressure.
Very good. Take blood pressure. What about the pets?
Vaccinate dogs.
Very good. Vaccinate dogs. What about the garage?
The garage. The service cars.
And the architect?
The architect design new houses.
Very good. And finally, the accountant.
Do annual account.
There you go. Okay, so now with these verbs and these places, we're going to write some sentences using have or get according to what it says at the end. As you can see, here we have, here we're going to use get, have, etc. Okay? But here at the bottom, we have an example. I'm sorry, I didn't copy here. It says blood pressure. Let's use get here. Okay, here we have an example. It says number one, tomorrow. So I'm talking in future. Okay, you can use any future you want. It says, I am going to the hairdressers to get my hair cut. Okay, so here we have to get my hair cut. Okay. So how can we complete number two, which is the opticians? Okay, it says yesterday. How do you write the sentence in past? With the opticians, the verb have, and test eyes.
Okay. Yesterday.
Yes.
I had the optician. The optician test.
Okay, optician test
my eyes.
My eyes. Very good. Okay, very good. We have had and the verb on its base form. Good. This afternoon. So it means today.
Okay. With the optician?
No, number three. In this case, the dentist.
Okay. This afternoon. Is in present. No. Is today. It has to be future, right?
Not exactly. Yes, you can use it in future. You can use it in present. Or present continuous.
Oh, come on. Don't say continue.
¿Recuerdas hace dos clases que conmigo vieron la diferencia entre futuro con will, futuro con going to, futuro con presente continuo?
So I'm going to check.
Yes.
And I will check. I'm going to be checking.
Good. We said that we use present continuous for future to express when we have an arrangement. Normally, when we have scheduled an appointment with someone. So in this case, you can use present continuous to express future because you know that you will do this action and it is scheduled with another person.
So the continuous. This
Yes,
afternoon.
present continuous. The dentist.
Okay, the dentist. I'm taking out my. No. Um. I am getting.
Okay.
I'm getting the dentist.
I'm sorry. Remember, in this case, where the dentist, we're talking about take out teeth. We have to use the verb have. So
Okay, have is not.
having, just having, right?
I'm having the
Um,
dentist take out my teeth.
there you go. Hold
Is
on.
it correct?
Yes, it is correct.
Ah.
Very good. Last week,
Last week, number 4, doctors.
doctors. The
Just that I
verb
can see.
get.
Okay, take blood pressure. Last week, I got the doctor to take my blood pressure.
Very good. Well done.
Is it correct? I
Yes,
got
it
the
is
doctor to take
correct.
my blood pressure.
Yes, it is correct.
I deserve a lollipop.
Yes, and you deserve an applause. Well done. You're doing really well.
Next Saturday, number 5 is the bet. The next Saturday, I'm going to the bed.
Time?
Yes.
No,
No,
one
no.
more time.
I'm going to have
Have,
the bed to vaccinate my dogs. Ah, is it correct? Yes, that is.
It's not.
It's not okay. I'm
It's
going
not.
to next Saturday. It's not vaccinate. It's not to vaccinate. It's vaccinate.
There you go. Yes, very good. Because we're using have, the bed.
Uh-huh.
Have, and then the person, right?
Yeah.
Well done. The day before yesterday, which means past.
The day before yesterday passed and tears.
Yes.
So 6 is the garage service.
Yes.
The day before yesterday, I I got the garage service my car.
Okay.
Is it correct?
Not at all.
No, no, no.
Question. Is garage a person?
No.
It's
It's
not a
a,
person.
it's a thing. It's something.
Okay.
It's to service.
There you go. Okay.
Is it correct?
No.
I got the garage.
The
Oh,
point here is that the garage is not a person, but it's not the thing. Okay. The thing that was service was my car. So you should
okay,
say
okay, okay. I got my car service.
serviced. Yes.
Uh-huh. I got my car service at the garage. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. In this case, well, in the previous sentences, you were using the person. Okay. You were using had the optician, which is the person, having the dentist, got the doctor. Okay, it's a person. Have the bed. Okay, but in this case, we have got my car because the garage is not a person.
No, it
Okay,
is the place.
that's right. So last year,
The number 7, architect and design new houses. Okay, last year I had the I had the architect designed new houses. Is
very
it
good.
correct?
Well done. Yes, it is correct. Finally, number 8. Next week,
I'm going to have the accountant do annual account.
there you go. Very
Is
good.
it correct, the last one?
Yes, it is correct.
Ah, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Relax, don't worry. We're doing well. Okay, I just want to make one more example with this exercise. Okay, just to write the different sentences we could use. Okay, this is correct, but in most of the sentences use, as I said, the person. How would the
Mhm.
sentence change if we don't use the person, but we use the object? I'm in.
I'm going to. We just have to remove the person.
Well, not exactly. Well, there is one more thing that I did never mention. Sorry for that. But in this case, when we're talking about the object, for example, let's do it here. We
It's
have I
done.
got my hair cut. We can say the person using the preposition by stylish.
It's,
Okay. Or I got Britney Spears to cut my hair. That's it. But in
oh,
this
I
case,
got
one
my
more
hair
time.
cut by Britney Spears, right?
That's right. Or I had my dinner cooked by the chef. So we can say the person at the end using the preposition by. Okay.
Uh-huh. All right.
So in this case, it says, I'm going to the hairdressers to get my hair cut. So I could say, like, I am going to have,
It's to get,
going
right?
to get, sorry, yes. I'm going to get my hair cut
By the hairdresser.
by the hairdresser. Very good. That would be number 2. I had the opticians test my eyes.
I had test my eyes.
My eyes,
I had my eyes test by the optician.
like this.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, come on. I had my eyes. Es el don, pero ¿cómo lo pongo?
There you
Test.
go. Tested is the verb in past participle.
Yeah. I had my eyes tested.
Well done. I am having the dentist take out my teeth.
I'm having
Okay, good.
my teeth took out.
Uh,
No,
past
taken.
participle. Taken. Very good.
Taken out by the dentist.
There you go. Number 4.
I gone to the doctor to take my pressure, my blood pressure. Okay, I got my blood pressure taken by the doctor.
Very good. I'm going to have the vet vaccinated my dogs.
I'm going to have my dogs vaccinated by the vet.
Very good. Well done. I got my car service at the garage. Well, in this one, we have already done it because we have my car, right?
Mm-hmm. And service.
So, number 7.
I have the 7 is I have
Yes.
my new house designed.
Mind.
Is designed or designed?
Designed.
Designed by the architect.
Hold on.
Can I say my new house?
Yeah, you could, but I wrote new houses because that's what it says. It says
Okay,
design new houses. It never says that they are yours.
come on.
That's why.
Okay, okay. I'm going to have annual accounts done by the accountant.
Very good.
Mm,
Well done, Blanca. Blanca, do you have any questions here?
okay. No. Well,
No, we're
yeah.
doing well. Very good.
Come on.
I I I wanted to ask for these examples because actually this, what is in yellow, it's the most common use of have or get. Normally, we use have or get as a causative verb, not focusing on the person, but focusing on the object. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So from these examples, what is highlighted in yellow is more common. Okay. It's more
I was
common to
going to
use
do it
this.
at the beginning. I was going to do it with the buy, but I
Okay.
know. But it didn't.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we finished with this topic. Blanca, do you have any questions?
A lot of questions, but it's
A
okay.
lot
We
of
can continue.
questions. Let me
I
show you. I think I have from here. I do have an example with all this. Just let me find it. It should be here. Um,
How can I get all those pics?
I can send it to you. Don't worry.
Please,
Let me
thank
show
you. And
you.
the other classes, or I'm going to check the recorded class.
They are already on YouTube. Remember? Let me show you. Um, go. Okay,
Oh,
you can just go to the in WhatsApp. Go to the
mm-hmm.
WhatsApp group here.
We I have the link.
You do. There you go. There they are. It says recordings. As long as I know, let me see. It should be the three of them. Well, there are 3 videos. Here they are. Okay, it's the introduction, and then we have the 2 previous classes.
Okay.
And well, I will upload today's, the one from today. Okay.
Okay.
But if you want, I can give you this one, this screenshot. Let me just do it. Or PDF. verbs. Oh, here it is. Let me show you it. There you go. I have just sent you 2 PDFs to the WhatsApp group. Just wait a second so you can see them. One, it's the chart, what we just checked today. So you can have the whiteboard and a PDF. Okay. And this is number 2. Let me share this one too. Okay, Blanca, did you receive the PDFs that I sent to the WhatsApp group?
Let me see. Wait.
Yes, sure. Number 1, it's what we were checking today in class. Okay, everything that I wrote on the whiteboard, it's the first PDF.
Yes, I have.
Perfect. And the second PDF is what I'm showing you right now on the screen. And here you have a chart of all tenses, okay, and how you should write the sentences. Okay, let me show you how it is. Okay, for example, it says in present simple. Again, here we have the structure. It says we need the subject, the verb, SS or IES, plus the complement if we're talking about he, she, it. For example, he has or he gets, or I have or I get. That's the conjugation, right? It's very simple. Here we have the sentence in a negative form, and here we have it in interrogative form. Okay, it's actually all the tenses conjugated in simple, perfect, present continuous, and perfect continuous. Okay, but here we are conjugating the verb have and the verb get, which is what we were checking today, right?
Okay.
Then here we have past, and it's exactly the same. All the conjugations of the verb get and have in all these tenses. Okay, also the monoverbs. Now, on the top, we have a summary of the same verbs that we checked today. As you can see here, we have help, have, get, let, and make. And here we have with the person and with the action. No sé por qué parpadea mi pantalla, pero...
Yo pensé que era para darle así como que más dramatización.
That would be good.
Oh, my gosh.
Ok, esto en realidad, bueno, esto no lo expliqué yo el día de hoy, pero es exactamente lo mismo, ¿no? No hay nada de diferente, solo fue una clase que tuve anteriormente con alguien más e hice toda esta tablita y todas estas explicaciones, pero también te sirve. Realmente es un resumen de lo que vimos el día de hoy también. Igual, tenemos aquí todos los verbos. En este caso, cuando hablamos de la persona, we have someone do, let someone do, make someone do, help someone do, or help someone to do, or get someone to do. Okay, and when we focus on the action, we have something done or get something done. And here we have some examples. So it's basically the same, but in a different summary. Okay.
Okay. Que mi
So
Chabela,
hopefully
mi Chabela se trepa y le digo que se baje. Mi gata. Bájate, Chabelita.
Una vez así me hizo en una, ¿cómo se llama? Cuando estábamos en línea.
Sorry?
Cuando estábamos en línea se subía mucho la Chabela y me brincaba y quería pegarle a
Okay.
la computadora. Yo, oh,
Le picaba a la computadora, ¿no? Caminaba encima o algo.
sí.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Blanca, no questions with causative verbs?
Not now. It's okay.
That's good. Very good. Okay. So we have 10 more minutes. Okay. So I would like to check something that I noticed that maybe might help you. It's not what we were supposed to check today, but I think that it's necessary. Okay. So let's go to check 80 sounds. It's actually really simple. You just need to practice.
I can see your screen.
I'm sorry, let me share it. Okay. We have ED sounds. Okay. What are ED sounds?
The past.
Basically, we're going to talk about how do we pronounce the regular verbs in past. Okay. You know, all regular verbs finishes on ed when they are in past, right?
Mhm.
Like played, started, worked, loved. I don't know what else. Enjoyed.
Walked. Get down. Bájate.
There you go. Okay. Like, can you tell me how do you pronounce these verbs? Can you please tell me these verbs? Read
Okay.
this list.
Played, started,
Good.
worked, loved, enjoyed, laughed, watched, watched, no, what? Walked and committed.
Okay, there you go. Well done. You have a problem with these three verbs: laughed, watched, walked.
Walked.
Okay. Let me tell you, all these verbs have a rule about how we pronounce this ed ending. Okay. There are three different forms to pronounce these verbs. Number one, we can pronounce the ed as d. We can pronounce it as t, or we can pronounce it as it. These three forms, okay? So let's check first how are these pronunciation. Okay, can you please put your hand in front of your lips? Put your hand in front of your lips. Don't touch your lips. Just put it really close to it, okay?
Okay.
Can you pronounce letter Z? Yes, that's it. That's right. Z. Z. Okay, now let's pronounce letter T. We say t.
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, do you notice a difference between the pronunciation of letter Z and letter T?
Uh-huh.
What's the difference?
The movement of my lips.
The movement of your lips. Okay, and well, yeah, you're using different position of your lips. That's right. But what is important is that you must feel some air on your fingers when you pronounce letter T. Okay, I said if you put your hand in front of your lips and you pronounce, you are like spitting. Okay, you must feel some air on your fingers.
Yes, with the
When
teeth.
you pronounce letter Z, you should not feel the air. You see,
Uh-huh.
okay? So that's the difference, okay? When we pronounce verbs with the letter T, you must feel that air, okay? Now,
Uh-huh.
when do we pronounce these verbs? Actually, you just need to remember the rule for letter T. And that's it. Let's do it. Okay, when are we going to pronounce verbs with letter T? When the verbs finishes on SH, CH, T, sorry, K, E, there you go. It says, I'm sorry, let me just do it this way. Es que me la sé en orden. S, P, A, F, S, H, C, H, T, H. ¿Sí las escribí todas?
Yeah.
S, P, K, F, yeah, there you go. Yo me las aprendí de memoria en este orden. S, P, K, F, S, H, C, H, T, H.
No me lo
There you go.
cambien. Don't change it.
Sorry. There you go. Te soy honesto, cuando empecé a explicar este tema a mis alumnos, yo tenía que recordar, y así como ahorita las escribí, dije, ay, las escribo mejor en mi orden porque si no, no sé si me falta alguna. Para poder recordar el orden, se me hizo personalmente más fácil recordar esta frase. She plays in Kentucky fried chicken with the shoe. Y aquí saqué las letras. S, H, P, K, F, C, H,
Is it back?
T, H y S. Okay,
With this
there you
shoe.
go. That's it. Ese es un tip que te paso. A mí se me hizo más fácil recordar la frase. She plays in Kentucky Fried Chicken with the shoe. Y de ahí saco cuáles son las letras que utilizo para poder pronunciar con la letra T. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. When do we pronounce the verbs with letter ID, with id? Okay, we use it with these two. It means when the verb finishes in T or D. That's it. T or D. When do we pronounce the verbs with the? When, well, with the rest. All the other verbs that do not finishes in SPK, FSH, etc., or T and D. Okay. So one more time. These are ED sounds. So it means that we are talking about the pronunciation of the two words, E or the two letters, E, D. So for example, play finishes on a Y. Okay. So Y is not any of these letters and it's not TD. So we have to do with D. We say here,
Played.
played. That's right, played. That's how we pronounce it, played. What about start? Start finishes on a T.
So
we say,
started.
There you go, started. Okay. Work, here we have letter K.
With the T, worked.
There you go, worked. Very good. Love.
It's an E, is with the D. Loved.
With D, very good, loved. Enjoy.
B, loved.
Very good. Laugh.
It's an H, it's a T.
It's a T. Yes, it's a T, but it's not because it's an H, because it's GH. Just remember
Yes,
that GH in English, they sound like an F. Okay,
An
we're
F.
talking about pronunciation. So we say
Laugh.
laugh. This is laughed.
Laughed.
Good, laughed.
Uh-huh.
Watched.
It's a T, watched.
Very good, watched. And walked.
It's a K, it's a T, walked.
Very good. Commit. I'm sorry, here I omitted the letter T. Committed.
Committed.
What's this? There you go. Committed. Okay. So that's it. That's it. It's just a rule to know how to pronounce the regular verbs in past. Okay. And just remember this sentence. She plays in Kentucky Fried Chicken with a shoe. And that's it. That's everything you need. Okay.
Okay.
Because as I said, this is the rest. And this is for T and D, the other two rules. Okay. There you go. Okay, Blanca, do you have any questions here?
No.
Questions?
No.
That's good. Just take a screenshot of this.
Oh,
Send
qué
it over
hermosa
to
la Chabelita.
There you go.
The Chabelita, she's paying attention.
Really? She's being. I hope she learns.
I hope so too. Come on, Chabela.
Now, when I see Chavalita speak in English, I know that I can feel proud of myself.
Yeah.
Okay, Blanca, I think that we're finished for today. We don't have enough time to check a different topic or any topic. Okay, if there are no questions, you can rest and see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow, it's 10 o'clock, right? Okay.
10? No, it's 9 o'clock. Well, for you,
Well,
I think for you, you have a different time, right?
yes.
Yeah,
Different time
so
zone.
yeah, so 10. Yeah. See you tomorrow, Blanca. Have a good day.
Okay, goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.